It has shocked me that one of the primary concerns that our retail partners have is their own personal safety. And then we heard the stories that go along with it about what happens in our bathrooms. The issue of mental illness, the issues of homelessness, and the issues of crime. And Starbucks is a window into America. We have stores in every community, and we are facing things in which the stores were not built for. And so we're listening to our people and closing stores, and this is just the beginning. There are going to be many more.
How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about the failed experiment that has been Starbucks allowing anyone to use their bathrooms. This has caused them to close 16 stores nationwide. And where are they closing stores? Take a wild guess. Free Outer Washington, Portland, Oregon, Los Angeles, DC, and Philadelphia. Speaking of Philadelphia, that's where this whole situation started. Back in 2018, I covered this particular incident on this channel. There were, I think, 2 or 3 black guys in a Philadelphia Starbucks, and they were wanting to use the restroom, or at least one guy wanted to use the restroom, but they were denied access because they didn't buy anything. That became a whole big situation. It was recorded. It went on the internet and went viral. There was accusations of racism and classism and discriminating against the poor, all this, that, and the third. But in reality, having them buy something and then getting the key to the bathroom just made sense because Starbucks, even the CEO, who you just saw, Howard Schultz, said it. He was like, look, we don't want to become a public restroom. Because that's what ended up happening after that whole situation with the guys, and it went viral, and there was a lot of negative publicity. Starbucks allowed everybody to use the restroom. Come on in, do whatever you want to do. But if you know, like I know, that's a very bad idea. And before I go any further, let's roll the clip. In this clip, you're going to see a little bit more context about the situation. And after we get done with that, I'll come back. I'll talk about what was said there. Then I'll give you the rest of my 2 cents and my deep detail analysis. And then I'll wrap it on up with a nice bow on top. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
An uptick in crime has gripped several big cities across the U.S. Tonight, it is impacting one of the nation's largest coffee chains. Starbucks has announced that it is closing 16 of its stores, citing not only safety concerns, but drug use by some customers inside their public bathrooms.
We've watched scenes like this play out across the country, smash and grabs at department stores, only adding to a much bigger problem nationwide. Citing crime, the largest coffee chain in the U.S. plans to close 16 of its stores. This after Starbucks says it's received employee complaints about rampant drug use by customers in bathrooms.
Produced his handgun, ordered everybody on the ground that was inside the store.
To robberies like this one in Cleveland, Ohio.
It was scary. It was very scary.
That location, however, will remain open. But by the end of the month, Starbucks will shutter stores in Seattle, Portland, Philly, Washington, D.C., and Los Angeles, a city that has seen more people killed by guns during the first 6 months of 2022 than during the same period in any of the past 15 years. For stores that remain open, Starbucks will now give managers the option to close restrooms to the public, limit seating, and even reduce operations. It's the latest major company to take action in the wake of rising crime in major American cities. Walgreens closed stores in San Francisco due to a surge in organized retail crime last year.
We shouldn't be sitting back and watching anchor institution stores close.
Starbucks employees affected by the closures are being offered transfers to other locations. Meantime, managers are also getting leeway to change store configurations to reduce capacity. And Brian, one of the closures around here is Hollywood and Vine, and that is right along the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
All right, so you saw that, you heard that. Now, are you surprised at all? Is anybody surprised at what's going on? Nobody should be surprised at all. I called this, what was this, 4 years ago? I mean, literally 2018. So 19, 20, 21, here we are 4 years ago. I covered it. I called it. I knew that it was going to happen. let's just say, for example, you're in a downtown area. If you know, like I know, when you go to a downtown area, the bathrooms aren't that accessible. Not really. You know, sometimes they'll say we don't have bathrooms, or if there is a bathroom, you got to get a key. You got to be a paying customer. You can't just be some regular guy on the street trying to find a public restroom. Go to New York City, go to any kind of city in a downtown area. You're not really going to be able to find that. Why? Because you got a bunch of people that are out there homeless, on drugs. They want to go into your bathroom and use drugs, smear doo-doo everywhere, and just create a mess. And what that's going to do is create a situation where all the people who are like that, all the just dregs of society are going to come to your store. And the regular normies in there just drinking their that mocha cappuccino latte, whatever it is, they're going to feel threatened by all this degenerate force coming into the store. So you're going to lose business from the regular normies, and the people that are coming in using the bathroom, they're not going to buy anything. All they're going to do is make a hazard for your employees to have to clean up. Imagine you 18 years old working at a Starbucks as a barista. You're like senior in high school, freshman in college, trying to get a little extra money, and it's time to close up the shop. You go into the bathroom and you got to clean it up. It's needles on the ground, feces, whatever it is, just all mixed together. How are you going to clean that? Huh? I heard about one situation where the guys were cleaning up the bathroom. I'm not sure if it was at a Starbucks. It might have been somewhere else. So don't think I'm saying that. A bathroom in a place, and one of the guys or some of the guys got stuck by needles. Now you have risk for HIV. You got fentanyl going on. It's dangerous. But anybody could have called that. You see, they were trying to be so, I don't want to say they were trying to be woke. I don't think that was really it. I think they were just bending to the mob. It wasn't even that they were trying to be woke. It was that there was negative publicity because of the guys that tried to go to the bathroom and they were not allowed. And then they got spun into racism, which was ridiculous. Just because they were black does not mean that the access being denied to the bathroom was about race. The black police commissioner in Philadelphia came out and spoke on it right when it happened. He was saying, hey, they were asked politely to leave several times. They were asked politely to buy something first. Like, they were told what the rules are. When they didn't want to follow the rules, they were asked politely to leave. It was not confrontational. It was not racist. The same rule would apply to anybody. And if you are on the left coast, if you're in Freattle, Washington, Portland, Oregon, I don't think the majority of those who are using the bathroom when they shouldn't be are black. I mean, what's the black population of Portland, Oregon, or Seattle, Washington, or even Los Angeles at this particular point in time? There's not a lot of people that fit that description. The ultimate issue is the drug addicts coming in there doing whatever they want to do. So now you got to close up a bunch of stores. Now, some are going to say, well, ABL's they're only closing 16 stores. There's thousands of Starbucks. I think I saw a number that said 6,000 or 9,000. There's a lot of Starbucks stores. Like right where I live, I'm in a small town or a small city, Chattanooga. You got a Starbucks on one side of the street, on the other side of the street, like within a 1 mile radius, there's like 4 or 5 Starbucks. So there's plenty of Starbucks across the country. But that's not even the point. The actual number of Starbucks being closed isn't even the point. The point is that the Starbucks in areas where the whole use the bathroom whenever you want rule would apply are having to close. In the store in Philadelphia, I wonder if that's the same store where the whole drama, the whole kerfuffle started. I bet that it is. And if it's not that exact same store, I bet you it's right in the vicinity. And Howard Schultz, the CEO, said they're going to close more stores. So who are they going to close down next? What store are they going to close down next? It's probably pretty predictable. If you're in a high crime area and the bathroom is being used for a heroin hut, a fentanyl factory, if that's going on, it's going to close down. It shouldn't be about that. It should be about, hey, you want your little lemon loaf, your mocha coffee, ice, hot, whatever it is, go ahead and get that. Go through the drive-thru, get your order, and be about your way. If you want to go in there using your laptop, have a meeting, grab you a coffee, grab something, and participate in the economy. Don't just go in there and use it and abuse it. That shouldn't be what's going on. So I'm not surprised this whole experiment failed. Not at all. This is the reason why you have certain rules in the books. Okay, you cannot come in here and use the bathroom without buying something, without buying a key, without doing something to participate in it, because that's going to keep down the drugs and the violence and the negativity coming to the spot. Because it's not even just about the bathroom. That's the catalyst for all the other stuff. Because if these dope fiends know they can come to your spot, use the bathroom, they're going to keep coming there and scare off everybody else and turn the particular location into something that's non-profitable, ain't dangerous, which defeats the purpose. Okay, if I'm a Starbucks franchisor, if you can do that, I'm not sure if you can. If I'm a guy that runs a Starbucks, I did not open my store to be some kind of haven for violence and crime. Okay, this ain't no nightclub. This ain't no juke joint, speakeasy, or nothing like that. This is a Starbucks, and it should be treated as such, rather than having to bend to the woke mafia, to the ridiculous normies that don't understand the way life works. They don't understand the way the world works. Rather than bending to them, let's just do things a proper way to ensure everyone's safety. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about this whole Starbucks kerfuffle? Was it predictable? Are you surprised? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. Anybody could have seen this coming. I'm not some kind of super big brain genius. I looked at just basic observation. Okay, you leaving the bathrooms open. You just letting everybody come in there that wants to come in there. You're going to have problems. It's going to be dangerous. And ultimately, they're going to close the store down. And, if you didn't catch that part, now you're able to dictate as a manager of a Starbucks whether the bathroom was open to the public or not. Maybe they shouldn't have changed the rule from the very beginning, and we wouldn't be here right now talking about Starbucks locations closing and jobs being lost as a result. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.